Well, hello everybody, and thank you again for joining us for the Teen Moneymakers and Adoptees Campaign 21 and 22 Buzz Meeting. Tonight is all about Campaign 20 and 21, and we're going to go over some great sales tips for you, as well as some Teen Moneymakers recognition. So I want to remind everybody that's watching in as an adoptee that at the start of our meeting, I do go over some team recognition, so that is something that is specific to my team, but maybe it will inspire you, especially if you're new. You'll be able to see some of the sales and some of the things that people are doing in the business. So we're going to go ahead and get started right away. Thank you for being here, and make sure your notebooks are ready because here we go. So this is just our starting slide, and tonight again we're going to go over recognition, 20 and 21, some key product highlights. We're going to talk about the featured products that are coming soon to Avon, the business buzz tip of this trade, and actions for success. We always like to start our meetings. If you've been on my meetings before, I think it's crucial that we always ask everybody to please share a why. Your why you began Avon, type it in the chat box, share with others. That way you also are a light to somebody else that might be reading in the chat box. You know, different reasons that people start. Maybe your why has come true. Maybe it's something you're still working hard to attain. But I would love to see the chat box going crazy with your typing as to why you started Avon. So I'm already looking and I see independence, to give her kids the life she wants to give them, extra money to buy a car, to be able to work from home, which Liz Metcalf's a Teen Moneymaker, and she is. Extra income, travel, change lives, build others, you know, to help with bills, help with the mortgage. Look at all these great things that are coming in. You have to have a resonating why in this business. And if you're new watching this webinar and you've not yet figured it out, that's okay sometimes in the beginning. But it is something I encourage you to sit down and really think, why am I doing this day in and day out? What drives you to get up every day and be your own boss and work the business? You are the only person, myself, Molly Stone Bibb, Teresa Paul, all these people that you follow through YouTube and Facebook. We may be good motivators, but you have to take the responsibility on for yourself, that you get yourself up each day and that you plan out what you're going to do to change your business from day to day and to change your future. So keep that in mind. It's not your upline, it's not your district manager, it's not your motivators. It goes all back to you, honey, and what you do every day. So I'm loving what I'm seeing here. Thank you for sharing those thoughts with everybody. And again, if you've not yet written your why, really sit and think about it. Let's start off with some Teen Moneymakers recognition. When I first saw this slide, I swear, my husband, as some of you know from this past week, has, because of the Avon Dreams Convention, his eyes have finally been opened up. He's been a co-applicant the whole time, but he has not really jumped into the business. And this past week, after the Avon Dreams Convention, has fully stepped into this business in a way that I can never imagine. It was something I always prayed for. It was something I always hoped would happen, that we could be together as a couple in this business, and it has just changed him. So for those of you that are hoping that your spouses jump in with you and take the journey with you, don't lose hope. It's been 14 years that I've done this pretty much on my own. He's been to some President's Club tributes. He's, you know, accompanied me on different things, but there was just something different about Avon Convention that made him open his eyes. He realized he hates his job. He realizes and sees the money potential and the way that we can help change people's lives. And he is just, it's just amazing. If you guys have seen it on Facebook, I'm in awe. If you're in awe, I'm in awe, because it was completely unexpected. But this picture, my husband loves to hike, and this picture looks like something that, a picture we actually have of him. So I thought, oh, they stole our picture. But at any rate, let's go on to the Teen Moneymakers recognition. So first of all, whether you're a Teen Moneymaker or not, if it is your Avon anniversary or your birthday, please give a shout out and say, it's my birthday this month, or it is my Avon 1 year, 2 year, whatever year it is that you've been in business, and share with us. Look at some of these Teen Moneymakers. We have people 37 years in the business. We have 34, 23 people celebrating their first year in business. How exciting. And we're so excited that they are dedicated and they realize that they can do big things in their business, and congratulations and happy birthday. I see several of you on the team on this call with a birthday. Faith Thompson, happy birthday. Trying to look through the names. If there's anybody else I missed, happy birthday, everybody. 2 years on September 14th for Michelle. Happy birthday. And Julie Moore, happy birthday to you as well. Michelle, happy anniversary, I should say. So that's a little TMM recognition. Let's talk about new representatives. If this is your first webinar with me, give me a shout out that you've never been on one of these before. If it is your first Avon campaign, let me hear from you. If it is, there's some people that have been reinstated and have just placed first orders, welcome. Brand new and haven't even placed a first order yet within the team. Your first webinar. Thank you, Kayla, for joining us. I hope you find it inspiring. I hope that you come back again and that you take something away from it today. Debbie, first webinar. You're on our team. I'm so glad you're here, and I hope you enjoy it. Awesome. You've been with Avon 3 weeks. Yes, Kathy Silva's on fire on Team Moneymakers. Congratulations, and thank you for being here. So path to success. This just talks about pathways, guys. If you have not logged in at youravon.com, whether your upline leader has encouraged you to get on pathways and you still haven't done it yet, I'm telling you, as a mentor, if you're on my team or not, the pathways has changed so much from even when I first started as a representative. We didn't have anything. Then we had something called the beauty of knowledge, and now we have pathways. What an amazing difference from before till now. Avon is really coming full circle with the training, and if you get in there and you take your training, you're going to have some big takeaways, and it's really going to help you grow your business. So I encourage you, if your upline has already told you, I'm telling you again, get into the Pathways training and take your classes. If Avon is offering a live webinar, jump on some of those. They've got some really good trainings. So if you have taken recent Pathways classes, does anybody have anything they want to share from something you've learned recently, or maybe that opened your eyes? Feel free to type that in the box. And while you're doing that, Jim Rohn is one of my favorite motivational speakers. He's the late Jim Rohn. He passed away. What an amazing man. If you are looking for some inspiration, get yourself some Jim Rohn books, Jim Rohn CDs. His quote here is, you cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. So keep that in mind. Anybody have any comments about pathways before we move on? I don't know if everybody's typing and it's just slow because we have over 50 people. You love it. Vital webinar was good. So definitely take those classes, guys. Moving right along. Let's look at who's scaling the mountain to achieve incredible success on Team Moneymakers. And we have for recruiting the following representatives just for campaign 18 who are working their business and putting on new team members. So congratulations. We're super proud of you. And then we also have our representatives that have only been with Avon 1 to 3 campaigns that are in the top sales of $100 or more. So I want to congratulate a few people that I've seen already in our webinar tonight. We have Paula Moore on this list, and she's on the webinar tonight. We have Nicole Taylor on this list. Congratulations. Anybody else that I'm missing on this list that is a new rep in your first campaigns? If you yourself are on this webinar and you sold $100 or more in your first campaign or more, let us know you did it. Because you know what? Congratulations. That means you worked your business from day one. It means that you've qualified for your first stars in the STAR program. And it also means that you have earned your first Just For You bundle. So congratulations. 135, way to go, Kayla. That's awesome. Keep increasing it every campaign. That's the end goal, is to keep improving. Because we know that at $100, you're at 20%, but if you bump to 150, you're at 30%, and those that are PC and above, you know we get the guaranteed earnings. So we're going to talk about that a little bit more in a minute, about why you need to be PC Club. But keep working on promoting, and congratulations to those that are new in their first 3 campaigns that did this well. That's awesome. Top representatives 389 or more on Team Moneymakers. Sarah Petco, number 1, 1256. Way to go, girlfriend. Valerie, that is on Pat's team, 780. Always rocking it. Mindy, $766. We got Barbara, $685. I want you to see Pat, you're on the list, $401. Sarah Malloy and her daughter, they're always together. They've only been with Avon, not even 6-7 campaigns, and they're constantly on this list. These sales are great. I'm so proud of everybody. Cynthia Fortenberry is on the list. That's on Pat's team. So way to go. I'm super proud of everybody, and keep up the great work. You guys can do it. And anybody, whether you're TMM or not, you can do it. PC Club. These are those members of our team that have made President's Club already this cycle. So congratulations to Bertha, Valerie, Betsy, Mary, Delana, Mindy, and Sarah. We are so super proud of you. And I think Bertha Scott, girl, I think you are on your way to Honor Society this campaign. I think a lot of you being already there can make Honor Society and above. So keep going and working hard, guys. You can do it. Set your goals. Now let's have some fun discussing the feature campaigns. Are you guys ready? Do you have your Campaign 20 book and Campaign 21? Well, let me tell you, Avon changed these Buzz webinars a little bit. They're putting just the video in here, and I know that whenever I've tried to play a video before on these webinars that it bombs out and people can't see it. So guess what? I went in and I copy pasted a bunch of pictures so that you guys could still get the top 5. So here we go. Campaign 20. This is what your Fab 5 buys look like, and you can access this at Campaign Tools and then watch the video. But let's go through it together as a group, each product for Campaign 20 that you should be focusing on. Okay? First, of course, we have Faraway Gold. Now, if you have perfume customers that are already purchasing from you, lots of, you know, they love their perfume. Make sure you're pointing out, first of all, our scented pages. That helps you when it comes to deferring, you know, samples. It doesn't mean you shouldn't still buy samples, but heck, that's an extra savings right there for you. So open the book with your customers. Have them rub their wrists. Let them try the sample, especially if you're trying to be on a budget and you're a new representative. Utilize those scented pages, okay? Faraway Gold, intro price of $16, and don't forget, it's triple award sales, everybody. So that means you get triple the 16, which would be what, 6 times, I should know my 16, 10, 20, 30, was that $32 or more than that? 16, my math skills are terrible, by the way. 16 plus 3, and I should know this, times 3, $48 in award sales for 1 bottle. So for those of you working on trying to get to PC faster, work on selling your Faraway Gold in Campaign 20, and you'll get triple dollars for every bottle you sell. Moving on to Stardust. I am loving this new polish. The picture to the right was one of my Maven sisters that posted in our Maven board the Stardust in that beautiful pink color. So I wanted to share what it looked like on a real person. I credit her name there because I just love the picture. And this is a 3D effect. You can use add-on sales with this item. Make sure you're selling the top coat and the base coat to make their look last longer. You could also work with them on the beautiful nail decals that we have. They can paint all of their nails one color and then have them do an accent nail with one decal. And that way they save the decals, or they could do vice versa, you know, mix it up. But that also, besides the top coat or the base coat, you could sell the nail decals and say you can get a really funky design. Paint all of your nails except for one, make that an accent nail, okay? So try that, and then by putting that top coat on it, you make it not as a rough texture because it has texture to it. So I love this. This is gonna be a hot item. When we were in Orlando, we got to see this gorgeous dress, and I don't know who this rep is. I saw it on Facebook. I hope she doesn't mind me using the picture. If you're on the webinar, thank you, because this is a real woman in this dress. And I couldn't see her face, and I forgot to credit the name, but I absolutely love that she took pictures of what it looks like on the black side. This dress can be worn gold, black, mix it up. What an unbelievable price at $29.99 when you can show your customers all the outfits that they can get out of one dress. So, you know, they're always looking at the holidays. Oh, I don't want to wear the same dress again. Well, they can change it up, and they can also glam it up when they add our jewelry. So there's your add-on sale by adding the jewelry, by adding the beautiful handbags, which, by the way, it's not in this webinar, but have you seen the new Signature Collection handbags? Oh my goodness, there's a gorgeous black clutch. that has, I believe it's in the 20 book, and if it's not, it's in the 21. But I saw it live, and I was just in awe at some of the new signature collection bags. So if you have not seen them yet, you're going to be loving them. They're gorgeous. So gorgeous dress. Anybody on the webinar have the dress? Or going to be ordering the dress? Who's going to be using this for their holiday gatherings? That dress looks great. Ever wore dresses, but I'd probably buy it. I like the leather purse and the croc purse. Yeah, it's beautiful. Hello, April from Team Moneymakers. Woo! Awesome. We love Halloween. Halloween is such a fun holiday, and Avon has always had the cutest items for Halloween that are exclusive. You don't really see them anywhere else. I love the cute little Halloween house. You can see the live picture from Come Home from the event that we were at. Actually, that doesn't even look like that. That looks like it might be. No, I guess that is. That's the hotel. Because I can't remember if it's, I think it's my picture. But at any rate, we've got Katrina the fiber optic reader. We got this adorable house for $24.99. Go to your customers who are, you know, love Halloween, love to decorate their home. Maybe it's somebody that works in office, wants to decorate the office. Bring your demos in, turn it on, show these people what these products do. Just looking at it in the book doesn't give you the same power as bringing it in person and letting them see it, feel it, hear it, smell it, touch it, whatever it is. People buy on the spot. I'll take one. Okay, when I'm usually doing that, I do them tax-free. It's just my deal. I'm like, if it's $24.99 and I have an extra one, I'm like, it's $25. And they take it off my hands just like that. So I always recommend, if you know you can sell it, pick up one or two and bring one around for demo. And if you have an extra one, you can sell it right on the spot. Or bring yours around for demo and then order for them. And you will get more orders by bringing these things around. I promise you that. It works. All right, fifth item for campaign 20 is this dress, the body beautiful. We love the slim wear line. We've got the boot cut jeans for $34.99 and then the two-tone dress for $44.99 because it has the slimming panel. What blows me away with this is that if you've ever tried any of the slimwear products, it's like having a built-in girdle, so you don't have to wear additional slimwear underneath it. I'm thinking the other dress is a glamorous dress for $29.99. You get all these different looks out of it. This one's a slimwear dress. It's $44.99, but you're not having to buy shapewear. So keep that in mind that it is, you know, eliminating them to have to purchase the slimwear, because if they're wearing the other dress, they may want to have slimwear underneath it, and we do sell that, so that could be an add-on sale when you're selling that beautiful dress. So think about that as well. All right, moving right along. So let's talk a little bit more about Faraway Gold. We know that it's $16 intro special. We know that it has, hopefully I pronounce this right, Maholi Yang, Indian Jasmine, Madagascar Vanilla, and it's inspired by the original Faraway with the enhanced oriental and floral notes. So the customers you have that like florals, like orientals, this may be the fragrance for them. Or if they have the other Faraway perfume, then you definitely want to show them this perfume. Kimberly says she loves this. And I think the bottle's really pretty too. Now we do know that if you're ordering this and if you get sales for this, again, it's triple dollars. You can also get a stock up special if you'd like. President's Club and above get 45% earnings when they order the 3-pack, and other representatives get 40% earnings. There's no limit, delayed billing, and as far as the triple dollars, there is no back orders for triple dollars, so keep that in mind. You want to do it in the campaign that we're in. Susan says she has great sales already. That's awesome. You must be definitely bringing around your samples. Or, you know, if you don't want to do samples, you always can get, if it was a preferred preview, bring that full bottle around and let people sample it that way. That way you know they've actually sprayed it. Be like the perfume person at the mall, but let them go ahead and spray it. Don't attack them with it, you know, kind of thing. Let them smell it. Get the demo. So how do you share the sample for our newest fragrance? I think I kind of just shared that. Use your scented pages. Carry the full size around. Wear it yourself if it's a fragrance that meshes well with you, because we all know that depending on your body chemistry, certain fragrances smell great and some may smell great on other people but not smell great on you. I personally love Femme. Femme is beautiful. The Luxe smells really nice on me. Faraway, original Faraway, I never was able to wear. It was a little too strong for me. I haven't tried this one personally because of the first one. I've sampled it, to me it smells, for me, a little too strong for me. But for somebody else, there's a lot of people that love Far Away. So never prejudge also when you're selling fragrance, okay? Because you never know who's going to love something that you might not like, or vice versa, okay? Spray the newest fragrance. You can go to the dollar store and you can get the little silk petals if you haven't learned this trick, and you can spray them and sit overnight, and you can deliver with your order. Please keep in mind and be careful for your customers that have allergies to fragrance. You know, you shouldn't be putting that in their bag if you know that they have strong allergies. Sometimes I've sprayed their receipt on the bag. You can spray money. When you give money, you spray your money. So when your people, oh, what's that smell? Oh, that's Far Away Gold. I spray my money. So you can do all different kinds of things like that and pass out your fragrance samples, and then your follow-up. Please, please follow up. You have no idea what a courtesy you're actually doing with your customers by just calling and saying, hey, it's Lisa. I'm just calling. I know I gave you a sample of the Far Away. Hey, I'm getting ready to place my order, and I was just giving you a courtesy call to let you know that I'm getting ready to place it. I know you tried that Far Away sample. How did you like it? Would you like me to get you a full size for the $16? Okay, and make sure you're doing the follow-up. Hi, Joanne. We got Joanne Potts. Woohoo! That's awesome. Thank you for joining us. And Barbara, nice to see you again. I think I said hello to you in the beginning. Okay, so that's campaign 20. So get your game plans together to work hard in 20. Now 21 is where I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to get those award sales in a moment, but we're also going to go through our 5 favorite items in campaign 21. So this is the video again that you can access that I'm not going to show here because it bums the system out. We are on a free webinar, but you want to go to your campaign tools tab and you can watch the webinar. I mean the slideshow for that. Okay, triple dollars. We know that the Vital is triple dollars. Let me tell you, if you've not tried this sample yet, as far as the smell of it, to me is wonderful. I'm not a fan of the way Ultimate smells, okay? But I am a fan of the way this smells. This smells wonderful. If you have not smelled it yet, it's kind of fruity, but nice, not overpowering in my opinion. We are going to be giving back for every jar you sell of this, $5 back to the Breast Cancer Crusade. This is a product I feel you need to get out and get the samples out. Talk about it, get your education on. We're going to go over the benefits here in a moment, and really utilize this at table events that they're giving back to the Breast Cancer Crusade. One of the ideas I have for this is, why not, if you're setting up somewhere and you're doing it for breast cancer, let's say somebody, it's not right for their skin, they need like platinum, or they're using a different line, but they want to be able to donate back. Tell them that they can donate a jar, that if they purchase a jar, $5 goes to the cause, and then you will donate the jar to a women's shelter, or to a homeless shelter, or to women that have been abused. You can coincide this effort to do 2 good things, okay? So think about that. Think of the places in your area that you can offer, them to be able to give back twice. Because if, that eliminates somebody saying, well, I can't use that line because I'm in my 60s. Well, I just want to share with you that I'm also giving back jars to the such and such, shelter, or the women's home, or the whatever, to help these women feel great about themselves, to feel beautiful, to have something that, makes them feel, wow, I'm taking care of myself. I haven't been able to do that in so long. And this small jar, it just makes me feel good. Just like a lipstick for some people makes them feel good. They could be giving back in 2 ways. So think about that. And let me know if that's something you would consider doing, because I think that eliminates people saying to you, that's not my skin range. And then you can say, well, you're giving back and I'm going to do this. Okay, so that's an idea. Let's move on to the new lipstick, the Ultra Color Lipstick Matte Finish. You know what? I think I mixed these up. Excuse me for doing it wrong. I thought this was the Ultra Color Rich Bold. Maybe there's 2 different ones, or are they calling it the same? I may have mixed them up, guys. I thought it was the same one. Let me know if you have your book, peek through that, because I can't look down whatever. I thought this was the Bold, and they're just calling it matte here. But at any rate, On the right side, we've got Lauren, our celebrity makeup artist. She is wearing that ruby shock, which I find to be gorgeous. And then Irina, which is our model for Avon. She's done a lot. This is a picture from Fashion Week that just came out like today. She's wearing the magenta flash. So I think they're gorgeous. For $5.99, great time to get your customers hooked on our lipstick. Even if this particular lipstick, remember, Avon is always changing, you know, brand, like our lines. We keep the ones that are long lasting, like Ultra Color Rich Regular isn't going to go anywhere because it's been around for so long. But you know, we get like Absolute, and we get all these other ones, and sometimes they're here for a season or two, and then they kind of figure out, you know, okay, that didn't go as well, let's keep this one, let's keep that one. Kind of like sometimes the holidays, you see the sparkly shades, and they're only like limited edition time. I think it's great that we have some matte colors. I think it's time that we've needed that. And, you know, use your demos for this so that you can show off the colors to people and you'll sell it. I'm reading down to see, yes, the colors change. They keep the most popular. Exactly. The bold was 19. The matte is 21. Thank you. So to the right, they're wearing the bold. Okay. And then 19, which I don't know why they gave this for the slideshow. I guess it's a 19 and 20 is what it is the matte. Okay. So there's two different pictures here. Now this is gorgeous. This would go great with that gold dress, even if they wore it on the black side. It might be a good contrast with the little gold trimmings. I think it would be beautiful. Golden Empire collection. It's gold toned. Demo the necklace where the, you know, bring that around, let people see the detail. When we saw this live, I mean, it is gorgeous. Sometimes our books do not do this jewelry any justice. There were several pieces for sure that I probably wouldn't have ordered had I not seen it in person. So sometimes take that leap as a representative and order a demo and make sure you're, you know, because then when you get it, your customers see it, you're going to sell more of them. Okay. Love this necklace. I like the earrings. A bit too long for my liking though. Yeah. And you know what? You could wear just studs, or, you know, this is definitely for a glamorous outfit, not an everyday look. All right, next item. This is the new Untouchable. Of course, we had the green bottle of Untouchable Strength, and now we have Untouchable Strength. I guess the other one was called just Untouchable, and this is Untouchable Strength. Chris Paul, $20 intro special. Those that have already bought the original Untouchable can now try Untouchable Strength. So the picture to the right was from the expo in Orlando. Dazzling deal. Halo CZ stud earrings are only $4.99. They're going to be $19.99. So make sure your customers don't miss this back cover steal. So each pair, they're saving 75%. And you probably can't see it in my picture, but it is on the back of your Campaign 21 brochure. And this is a great add-on sale. So I was coaching some of my team members today. And one of my favorite things to say is, oh, by the way. First of all, when you're handing a book to people, don't say, would you like an Avon brochure? Or do you buy Avon? Or can I give you an Avon brochure? Guys, this is for you. Okay? This is for you. Then they can't say yes, they can't say no. They're just like, kind of like you're giving it to them. They could say no thank you at that point. But if you're saying, do you buy Avon? Do you like Avon? Would you like an Avon brochure? Can I give you an Avon brochure? You give them the answer to say no. But if you say, oh, this is for you. Your service was so great. Thank you for being such a great waitress. There's an extra little sample in there for you. And by the way, just so you know, I am looking for people in all areas to join the Avon business, especially with the holidays. If you know anybody that could use some extra money, it's only $15. Here is my card. And there's a flyer in there with more information. So let me know. And that way you're not putting it on the actual person that you're kind of asking them. Sometimes we directly ask, but my two favorite phrases you can take away from tonight, been training my team with these, is this is for you instead of would you like a book, okay? And the other one, when you close the this is for you, is oh, by the way, and that allows you to share your opportunity. You are missing so many opportunities by not sharing it. And a lot of times representatives are just nervous about, how do I ask them to join me in business? I'm nervous. I'm shy. I don't know how to approach people, and I don't know how to ask them, and I'm afraid they're going to say no. So when you use the, oh, by the way, You're not putting them on the spot to make them uncomfortable. You're just planting that verbal seed. Okay, so by planting the verbal seed, you've given your book. Your book has now a flyer in there with the information of why they should join your team. Okay, and even if they didn't say yes on the spot, because sometimes they go, oh yes, that's me, I need extra money, you have sent them home with your book and the flyer and the information and the verbal seed that you planted for them to think about it. You've also been a good representative by saying, I give my customers the best, I like to give my customers the best service, and I only place local orders twice a month. You can go to my website at any time to place an order, but what I would love to do for you is I have a preferred club, and if you give me your email or your phone number, I'll send you a text reminder or a quick courtesy call so you don't miss the special offers. I do a Lisa special every 2 weeks for only those that are on the preferred club. What's your number? Or can I, go ahead and write me down your number and I'll make sure that I follow up with you. Okay. Again, if you're asking, can I have your number? Will you give me your number? You give them the book. We're not being pushy. You give them the book and you just put a sticky note on the front if that makes it easier for you, and you tell them, say, just jot your number down here for me, and then that way I can make sure you get the best service possible, because I pride my business on giving really excellent service, and I want to make sure that my customers don't miss the twice a month ordering. You may see something that you like. Okay, so I hope those two things, we stopped a minute there just so I could share those tips with you. I hope that verbiage helps some of you that might be struggling with how to get the phone numbers or how to make sure that you are offering opportunity and offering brochures. Okay, and always, this would be a great oh by the way scenario. You're on the phone with a customer, you're reminding them of the order that's going in 2 days. And then they say, no, I really don't need anything this campaign. So now you're thinking, oh, shoot, I didn't get any orders from them. But you can say, well, thank you so much for taking my book this time. I will make sure that I bring you a new book. Where's the best, if you don't have their address, you can make sure you drop one or use campaign mailer. But you can say, by the way, I'm just mentioning to all my customers, this special is going on this campaign on the back of the brochure. In case you didn't see it, those earrings are going to be $20 and they're only $4.99. They do make great gifts. Would that be something you'd be interested in today, or however you want to put it where you're comfortable? But that is an oh by the way scenario. Okay, whenever you're doing a sales call, you want to use your oh by the way, and sometimes it is something specific that you have picked out for that particular customer. Maybe when you met her, maybe when you met that customer, you noticed she was wearing butterfly clothing or a necklace or something, and you see something in the book with butterflies on it, then you might have that memory to say, oh my gosh, we have a butterfly watch. Oh my gosh. And so then the oh by the way for her would be, oh, and by the way, when I met you, I noticed you had butterfly stuff on. You must really like butterflies. Oh yes, I love butterflies. Well, I just wanted to point out, in case you didn't see it, we have a butterfly watch that I thought you might be interested in on page such and such. And then they may just say to you, oh my gosh, I have to have it, you get a sale. Just like that, okay? So I'm gonna take a second to look at the text to see if anybody had any questions. How does everybody feel about what I just shared? Does that help some of you? Are you gonna apply some of that to your business? Okay, good. Perfect. Thank you. Awesome. So take those notes and use those 2 key phrases. What are my 2 key phrases, guys? Can anybody remember? This is, let me give you a chance to do it. What are the 2? This is for you. And what's the other one? Oh, by the way. Okay? Start practicing that. If that means that you have to do that in the mirror in your bathroom, if that means you have to practice with your husband, the more you do it, the easier it's going to flow. The easier it's going to be for you to do it. And before you know it, you're going to land more customers, more representatives, and more leads. And you're going to have an incredible 4th quarter and beyond because you learned this skill. Okay? So take that with you, and I hope that you'll use it. Awesome. So let's talk about a new vital. Now that we've given you guys some tips on verbiage. A new vital, stress and lack of sleep, right? We all, especially me lately, I've got a huge goal to meet. Me and my team are on our way to get them advanced and moving forward, and I'm probably not going to get a lot of sleep over the next few months. I already stay up too late as it is. You always see me on Facebook saying, okay, I'm going to bed, and then I take the phone to my bed and I'm texting people from bed, or I'm got my iPad in the bed, and I think we all do it. We're always so connected. We got to sometimes learn to shut it off. But when we don't shut it off and we're working and we're maybe enjoying that downtime and talking to people, a new Vital may be your answer, guys. Stress and lack of sleep causes your skin to appear dull and tired. You can lose lackluster and rev up your radiance. In 1 week, skin looks more even-toned and vibrant, illuminated with that lit from within youthful looking glow. Now we know that Vital is kind of the replacement for the 30s line, but we also know that Vital could be, you know, any customer, if they would like to use Vital, can, but we want to try to specifically range it. If they're asking for skincare advice, we want to listen to what our customers are telling us of what they need and then put them in the proper regimen. But for example, you may have a customer who's in her 50s and they've smelled Ultimate and they don't like the smell of it. Well, then offer her Vital. Maybe she likes the smell of this, and you know, it'll still do something for her, and you can give her treatments along with it. So it really depends on your customer. Always look at the best needs. Sales are great. We're salespeople, but you know what? When you put the customer first and what the customer's needs are first, you don't come off as salesy, and they appreciate that you're looking out for them to give them the best value and the best savings. Okay, so even though we have product that we want to move and we've got goals, you always put your customer first. Okay, all right, so let's talk about Vital. We've got 3 products showing here, and we also have the cleanser. This is some comparison pricing for you. I took this slide and I cut off the left side of it, and I'm going to make a pin with this slide and pin it and show people dare to compare and send them off to my store. These 3 items, look at Lancome, $40 versus ours are $20, which will be $25. $46 for Lancome versus $28, and the Lancome Multivital is $51 versus ours that will be $28. So we have the intro price of $24. We love Dare to Compare. Ask your skincare customers, what are you currently using? Are you happy with what you're currently using? And when they tell you, oh, it's Lancome, this, that, the other, and just you say, you know, Vital is, you know, this price, or whatever skincare line, again, you're working with them to help them, and you're going to show them the savings, and you're going to show them the quality and the results, okay? A lot of times they're going to switch from their pricey store brands if they get the results from the Avon products, and more time than not, and I'm sure there's many testimonials on here, if you've had people switch, you can type in there, you've had people switch, and they stop buying that $300 jar of cream or whatever, because some of them are really that expensive, guys, ridiculous. And it's funny because I've been with Avon for so long, I never really realized the price of what some skincare is out there. It's ridiculous. A regimen for people can be like $500, where a regimen with us can be under $100. You know, $120, depending on if they get everything, okay? So we are so affordable, okay? Here we go. We talked about this last time, and you can still back order this and still get it if you're ahead. This activation kit gives you the t-shirt, gives you a pin, gives you the bag, gives you some Avon foundation. It gives you 20 samples. Amazing, guys. If you're going to be doing events and table events, and you know, especially October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, you need to get yourself an activation kit so you can be behind that table, looking professional, looking ready, and able to promote this product. Okay, so highly recommend it. And you get a t-shirt. I mean, $16 t-shirt samples. What a deal. Everybody should have one of these, okay? And get your team members, if they're going to be doing events with you, they need one of these activation kits. Maybe you use it if you're a leader as an incentive, you know, in campaign 20. If they sell a certain amount, they're going to get one of these. Maybe that's a gift that you give them. But the only problem is I want to say it's 1 per representative that can order this. I don't have my demo in front of me. If it is, then you just tell them that they get to order it, and you'll go ahead and pay for it if you're giving it as an incentive, okay? Awesome. In your demo book, you know that this is the 3 offers. We did go over this last meeting as well. I do not, and I'm going to preach this to the day whatever, I do not, if you are brand new, recommend you jump into something like these stock ups unless you have a plan. I highly recommend you do it if you got a plan or you've pre-sold, okay? Or if you've been selling a long time, I highly recommend, you know, if you have skincare customers, that you take a level, at least level 1, okay? I highly recommend if you're new, you at least get, you know, the samples or a jar, you know, for yourself. If you're new and you know that you can sell 3 jars, then get the level 1. But please don't have a district manager talk you into ordering 30 jars when you have just started your business and you don't yet have that, because guess what? You're going to end up having to return it if you don't have a plan. Okay, I've seen it happen to some reps even on my team where maybe a DSM or somebody's encouraged them, take it, you know, whatever, and then they have to return it. So, and that's always the thing, is that you can return it, but that takes away whatever award sales you have and gives you negative award sales. So we don't want that either. So it's better to have a game plan. Sometimes we have to take a jump, you know, because I don't want to discourage you from taking those leaps, because there's been times that I'm like, oh, I'm afraid, but you know what? I'm going to do it because I'm going to push myself a little bit harder to sell 5 jars, okay? Sometimes you got to take that leap and give yourself the goal, but I'm just telling you to be smart about it. That's all I'm saying, okay? Next slide. Here's what I want to share with you tonight. I know this slide is not fancy, okay, but I want you to write this down, and I'm going to try to explain it because I've talked to a couple team members this last week, and this is the goal. We're going to talk about a 60-40. You've heard me do a video before if you watch my videos about how to do a 50-50. 50-50 means you're giving back 50%, all pretty much of your earnings when you get your order up. At the time it was 15.50. Now it's 15.75. So what I'm asking you to do, or sharing with you that you can do, is you do a 60-40. What that is your clients get $40 free when they order $100 during campaign 21, and they're also helping donate $10 to breast cancer. Here's how the plan works. You must call your best customers, your family, your friends, ask them to share the offer as well. You need 16 participants. Why do you need 16 participants? Because with 16 participants at $100, you will have a $1,600 order. With a $1,600 order, with it all being core product, has to be core, no start items allowed in this deal, you're at 50%, okay? You are going to be telling them that they get to pick out $50 of any products they want, as long as it doesn't have the star. So they can get their makeup, they can get skincare, they can get bath and body, they can get certain jewelry. As long as it doesn't have a star on it, they pick out $50 worth of stuff. Okay, you're going to give them their choice of 2 Vital jars, whether it's 2 day creams, 2 night creams, 1 of each, whatever. Okay, for that, your total is going to come up to $100. Then you total it with taxes for your state. Do not forget to do the taxes. Then at the bottom, you're going to give them $40 off. Okay, you will make only, this is important that you understand, you are only making 10% on this deal. But here is what's happening, okay? You're going to make $160 on the whole thing if it all pans the way you're working it, okay? You're giving $10 for every customer back to breast cancer that does the deal, okay? And again, this is not to bank. This is to help those of you that want to get to President's Club. It's to help you get there faster because we know Vital is triple, okay? So let's break it down. Before I leave this slide, does everybody have it written down? Want to make sure everybody's got whatever they need written down before I move the slide. Okay, because we're going to get a little deeper into what this is about. Okay, so write down your notes. All right. In new Vital Awards, if 16 clients, and this is all math, are taking 2 jars each because you're giving them 2 jars each in their $100, okay? So basically, again, to reiterate, they're going to pick out $50 or whatever they want, as long as it's core, very important. They don't get to pick star items. And then they get 2 jars of Vital. Those 2 jars of Vital, they can donate them back to you for a cause, okay? Or they can keep them or give them as a gift or use them themselves if it's for their skin range, okay? Let them know that they are helping the cause by donating back. And if you are doing a charitable place, such as a shelter or something like that, if it's it's tongue-tied. Too many thoughts, too quick. Okay, if they're giving it back, then you could just get the, give them the jars back, or they can give it to a charity, whatever. Okay, but that's part of the deal. And the reason being is that you want them to take 2 jars each. Is $799.68 times 3 with 16 customers is $2,399 in award sales, guys. 32 jars. Okay. $50 is the additional that they're buying, remember, times 16. I want to make sure this makes sense math-wise. So that's another $800. That's not tripled, okay? So your total award sales doing this plan with 16 people that are committed to doing your deal and you giving them $40 off the total, they can do some Christmas shopping, whatever, is $3,199.04. Also, at 32 jars, at $5, you're giving $160 back to breast cancer. Okay? What do you think of that? Waiting to see. What do you guys think of that? Are you writing? I'm sure you're writing down. We're going to go to the next slide. I'm going to show you. Okay. Okay, so that's attainable, right? Everybody has 16 people, and think about it. Let's say you don't have 16 people. Okay? Let's say you have 5 people, 6 people. You ask them, say, look, the only way I can give back to the cause and to this shelter or whatever, and to be able to do this deal and give you $40 off is if I get at least 16 people. Can you please share this with a friend? Can you share this with your mom? Can you share this with your sister? And you will get your 16 people. You got to get a notebook and you got to write down the 16 names. You can start working on this now, okay? So I'm not asking you to take stock ups, and I'm not telling you need to have a bunch of jars available. I'm saying to get your list together of the committed people and then let them, you know, if you have to give them a book early so they can start looking, or you just tell them, hey, when the book comes out, I'm going to give you 21. You can pick whatever you want. Okay, as long as it's core product. You also really don't want to allow outlet items. Okay, guys? No outlet items, because if it's outlet and it doesn't come in, that messes you up. So it needs to be core product only. I want to make sure that I'm stressing that so that you guys don't come back to me and say, my whole thing was screwed up. I didn't get 50% because of this. Okay? Got to make sure that you're covered to hit that 1575 or higher. Okay? Here we go. Next slide. Here's an extra benefit. As I was sitting and doing these numbers today, I'm like, oh my gosh, they get more. If you have 16 people taking 2 jars each, that's 32 jars. Look at this. 30 jars sold in campaign 21. Whether you take it there or there, you're also going to get 6 cleansers, 6 absolute evens, 90 samples, 10 breast cancer flyers, and a $300 watch. And since everybody's committed to doing the $100, this is a done deal, guys. They're paid. It's not like you're going to have to hassle. They know the deal. You're given a $40 coupon. You're getting all that. And what you can do, as you see in my red here, I was like, oh, let's make it sweeter. Those that are committed, those 16 people that do the deal, tell them that at the end you're going to have a raffle. And if you want to give all 12 of your free products away, go for it. Okay? If you want to just give maybe 6 out of the 16, tell them that every person that participates going in a raffle, and they're going to win a full size of their choice, either the absolute even or the cleanser. So now they've even got more than $40 in freebies, because the cleanser is worth so much and the absolute even is worth so much. So you're showing them the value. They're like, but wait a minute, I have to spend $60-something with tax. But you're like, well, wait a minute, you're getting $40 free, plus you may be one of the winners of one of these products that's also worth this. Okay? So who's doing this plan? How does this sound to you? Is some of you going to like really try to work it? Remember, if you don't get the 16 people, I mean, you just, you know, you don't have to do it. Or if you are at President's Club, you can still do it and get back your 40%. You know, as long as, or if you hit 440 or more, you're still at 40%, but you just wouldn't be making anything at all. The whole idea of this is to get those award sales up, so you hit PC, so that you hit Honor Society, whatever level. It's just a huge, quick way to maximize some award sales. So I would love to see who's going to jump in. You know, post on there, and then I would love to see your progress. You know what would be great is if on Facebook, if you could tell me, I've already got 10 people that are committed. I would love to start seeing you guys post to me that this plan is working. Think about what we can do as a team. With Team Moneymakers, let me show you. Team Money, whoops, went too far. Team Moneymakers, we have a $1,500 jars as a team that I would love to give back. That's donating $7,500 back to the crusade just within Team Moneymakers. If 47 Team Moneymakers work this plan, we'll hit the goal. That's more people hitting PC, more people putting skincare into customers' hands, more repeat sales of skincare and beauty, full earnings on all the freebies, the extra freebies. Remember, that's later on sales. You're making 100% commission on those. $300 Swarovski crystal watches, guys. Gorgeous, okay? Lots of new clients that may have not jumped on until you offered a $40 coupon. Once you get them hooked on the mascara, once you got them hooked on some eyeshadow, they may have never ordered before. All of a sudden, they're getting all this. They're going to come back and say, oh my God, love the mascara. I need a new one. Love the lipstick. Need a new one. Now, there are a couple rules that I throw in when I do this. So you can make up a flyer. One is, again, no 20% items allowed. The other is that if they have something that they were not happy with, they can exchange it in my store. I will not give them their money back on this particular deal, okay? But I will let them exchange it for another full earnings item only, okay? So you might want to make that clear also. So ask, 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 make your list, ask your friends to ask others, and you guys can do it, okay? So I'm excited. What do we think? Do we have some applause? We like this? All right. Giving it a whirl. All right, get excited about our sneak peek product that's coming soon. I have the bag, guys. Do you guys have the bag yet? Who has the bag? Let me pull my bag. I'll get you a live one. All right, you see me stand up now in my dress. Hey, it's an Avon dress. See, I don't know if you can see it, but see what I did with the Avon dress? I added a belt. Can you see that? It's the Avon dress. I didn't like it without a belt, so I added a belt. Okay, the bag. Let's talk about the Butler purse. If you went to Avon Convention and you took the skincare class, you got the bag for free. It's awesome, guys. It's exactly what you see. I mean, it is, the quality is really pretty. It really looks like leather, but it's not. We know that it's not. I like that it's got, whoops, gonna lose you guys. Hold on. Woo-hoo. I'm losing you. Hold on. My headset's all falling off. Okay, you guys still hear me? All right. I love the fact that it has this outside pocket, okay? Because then you can just slip your books in there, and then you have them ready to give. You got a zipper in the front, which is great. Look at the price of this. This is something PC members, $14.99, and all other reps, $15.99. Carry this purse around, and you're going to sell it. Oh, and not to mention, as you can see on the sides, you got pockets here on the sides too. You can't really see that in the picture on thing, but these are pockets as well on the side. Really nice Butler bag. I'm really happy with it, and that it's black. We've had the brown ones. We had the other black one years ago. I love this one. It's great. So I know I wish we could get two too. If you're President's Club and above, I think they're only let us, I guess, order one of the deal. I think it will sell out and do really well. So get one for yourself and demo it. It's another add-on sale for your customers. And Mark has some great looks for fall. Magalog 18 through 21. Go Royal bag. We got the cute booties, the great coat, that everything goes shirt. You know, you can pair that up with the chick angle flats. Go for a ride boots, you know, shopaholic tote, and the effortless edge sweatshirt. I talked to the Mark team, some of the Mark team when I was in Orlando, and I did discuss with them a few ideas that I had for the Mark line. I also discussed that, you know, sometimes we feel that the prices in the Mark book are a little high, but you know what she mentioned to me? She said, you know, we're using a lot of real products when we're making these purses. It's like real leather uppers and that type of thing. So it's hard for them to get the price point down a little bit lower on like the shoes or the clothes, because you need to let your customers know that it's the materials that they're using that cost them a little bit more. So they're really getting quality product. If you've ever bought any Mark clothing, you'll know that they're really nice, worth the price when you receive it. So know that. I did talk to them a little bit about if you have not yet seen the new palette coming out, oh my gosh, guys, it is not the little small on the dot thing. It is a good size, about, oh, that big. It's got a clear top. All the awesome, gorgeous shadows are like the size of a, I don't know, about that size, if you can see, of each shadow. And then the top, when it closes down, has clear windows in it so you can see all your colors. I did talk to them about bringing back the magnetic eyeshadows, and to get some concealers that are magnetic, to get us some blushes that are magnetic, and get them to where we can pop them into our own custom palettes, and not a tiny little skinny one that we can't see in, to get clear lidded ones. So I gave them some suggestions, and they were writing them down. So we'll see. In the Maven board, we offer them a lot of suggestions too, and they have listened. For example, the makeup setting spray, we mentioned that over a year ago, and now we have it. So I think that maybe we had some influence. I'd like to think we had some influence with that. But Definitely, the Mark has got some beautiful things coming out. I'm checking side questions. Okay, 2 ways to earn, 2 ways to sell. I'm sorry, guys, we may go a little bit over. I hope that that's okay, and you're staying. It looks like everybody's staying with, and everybody's learning. So I'm sorry. Normally, I try to keep these to an hour, but we're going to go a little bit over because I got chitty chatty over the verbiage stuff. So I apologize. 2 ways to earn, 2 ways to sell: personal sales, team sales, face-to-face, and your online e-store. Triple delivery. I don't know if you're aware of this, the triple play that's going on right now. If you get a direct delivery order of $35, total of 35 or more in direct delivery orders from now through September 7th, so you got a few more days to get one, you get a free full-size and new skincare product. Then they're going to do it again, as you can see, the play twice and the triple play. So play twice will be September 8th through September 21st, and the triple play will be September 22nd through October 5th. So what a way to boost the sales, get people, onto your website doing direct deliveries and getting a free product. So go to all your out-of-state, if you're new and you haven't yet built up a presence, go to some out-of-state family and say, hey, place an order on my site, direct delivery, and you get yourself a free product. Socially sell. Use your new social media center. It's awesome. They've really been updating it. And then also email your customers the special offers. Again, I do a lot of Pinterest. I like to cut and paste a lot of these offers and then hook it to my store and put it on Pinterest. So utilize these offers. Let your people know on Facebook. Cut and paste. Put it on Facebook. Add your store to it so they know where to go, and promote your business. These are found on youravon.com. I just wanted to share them in case you haven't seen the loyalty program. Go to youravon.com. Tab is campaign tools. Then on the left side, sales tools, customer loyalty cards, and then you also have something called the compare and save cards that you can, it's actually like a chart, and you can go through it with your customers, what they currently use, our product pricing, and show them the huge savings. Selling face-to-face, and we also have e-store. We know that. Beauty consumers' buying habits. We know that 6% of all beauty sales are growing 4 times faster than offline. Thousands of beauty sites are open for business every day. You need to be open for business too. And they like to look at how-to videos. So posting those make a big difference. You can have it both ways. You can earn with 2 ways to sell. A lot of people are just focusing on local, and I think if you're new, that is very important, but you also should be growing your e-store. To the right, you can see that there's some suggestions of what people said about shopping online with their Avon representative, the convenience of it. They can count on up-to-date information. If you've not updated your website, you need to put your picture on it, and you need to update it regularly so that people know you're a live store, okay? People are looking for representatives that have a real face, not a plastic little cartoon picture of nobody up there. So put your face on your site, brand yourself, brand your online business. Promote your e-store. It works great for people who are too busy to meet with you in person. They want faster delivery, and you can use the grand opening emails and stuff from the service center. So use that. And know your programs. We have the STAR program, PRP, sales leadership, and that link there is the newest video I did on Avon, Know Your Programs. If you're not yet subscribed on YouTube to me, go to youtube.com, Lisa Monoson, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, tell your team members to subscribe, and they'll get all the new videos. I know they can be very helpful for especially sometimes new leaders that need to convey out information, and you can just kind of utilize me. You can send that video. They're already a part of your team, so they're not going to sign up with me or anything. That's not the objective. The objective is to get out that information, but of course, I'm going to put my information on there in case somebody finds my video that's not a part of my team. So utilize these training videos that can help your team members, and forward those out. And just a reminder, campaign 16 through 26 is the STAR program. You can earn stars for recruiting, selling, building a team. You can reach up to 7 breakthrough levels on your stars. There's a portal on youravon.com that you want to go to. If you've not taken the little class or seen the video, definitely watch that, and you can earn prizes. And it's pretty awesome that you can do that. 16 through 26 is when it ends, and then you can choose prizes at each level. So talk to your upline if you're not aware of the STARS program, or your district manager. And an easy way to lock in higher level of earning is, of course, the PCP program, President's Club. So we've already talked a little bit tonight about a way in campaign, just campaign 21, that you can increase your award sales. You can use that idea, especially during a $triple offer, for other things. For example, if you wanted to use it for the faraway gold, you could. I just like the fact that with the Vital, we're able to give back to breast cancer at the same time. So there's like a couple different strategies with the Vital. So you've heard about the featured campaigns. We're going to talk about President's Recognition Status. Again, in case you're new and you haven't seen it, you know to make PC this cycle ends in campaign 26 and you need at least $7,000 in sales. And then Honor Society is lowered and so on and so forth. So make your plan, talk to your upline, put your plans in motion or talk to your DSM and make sure you have a plan so that you do not miss being a part of PC Club. That gives you that guaranteed 40% all next cycle, 25% on your fixed items, and so many other perks. So talk to your upline about it. This is where you should be as of campaign 20, okay? Campaign 20, you want to have at least 4,797 accumulated by now. To be on target to make it by 26. If you're not there yet, no fretting, because you can do those $triple things and get yourself right on up there. If you're above it, then you may be tracking higher towards Honor Society or another level. So, these PRP tracking forms are available at youravon.com, but they're also on teammoneymakers.com under the Documents Buzz webinars. Okay, so I love that this is, and a lot of times, yes, thank you for mentioning that, Crystal. The $triple will show up on your invoice in a separate section. Okay, it'll add to your account after, so do not freak out. You look on your invoice, you'll see it in the special notes section of you earn $triple on this. Okay, so you may not see it right away on your back area. And we all know about leadership, but if you don't, know that if you just got started in Avon, you can earn the first level. There's bonuses involved as you title at each level. So to get to unit leader, you have 6 campaigns for a $100 bonus from the time you place your first order. Title bonuses, once it's 8. I want to say, I should know this, but my brain is a little fried, guys. It is, I'm right. I'm questioning myself. It is 6 campaigns, and it's 12 campaigns to unit leader plus 20 campaigns to executive or to advanced, 20, executive 40, and senior 60. Okay, so it's 6, 12, 20, 40, 60. And there's title bonuses when you hit those at your length of association. So there's criteria for that. Definitely talk to your upline. I don't want you to miss out on those, but know that if you have already missed the boat on some of those time frames, it doesn't mean that you still can't title. It doesn't mean that you still aren't going to get that awesome residual income, which is where the big picture is at when you're looking at leadership. We're always looking at the end goal. We're not looking at just staying at unit leader. We're looking at the end goal of that residual income that's going to help you in your future, help your household, help you reach some of those whys that we talked about at the beginning of this conference. And I wanted to remind everybody also, because some people just got the memo on this, and we also kind of just got the memo on this at convention. You can get triple stars, 150 stars for rewards with every new qualified recruit who places a $100 first order in campaign 20 and 21. So instead of it just being 50 stars for those of you that are recruiting, if they qualify, which means if they do 100, they're qualifying for their Just For You program, they're getting their 10 stars. Everybody wins. Avon's going to give you triple stars in 20 and 21. So get your recruiting on. So make a difference in someone's life. Share the opportunity to start your own Avon team. Write down 3 names of people you can think about that you can use your oh by the way with. And share that Avon opportunity day. You never know who you're going to bless. And make sure that your Start Avon code and everything is on every material you put out, because you never know. Also make sure that you are covering up the recruiting ads in the brochures. The next one is in campaign 20 on page 8 and 9. This page right here in campaign 20, I don't know if you can see it. You want to cover up it says contact the representative that gave you this brochure, but then it has a 1-800 number. So you can leave the contact the representative that gave you this brochure, and right under that, you cover up the sellavon.com and you cover up that phone number. Because people just see the 1-800 number or the Sell Avon, and they don't realize they should go to you, even though it says contact the person that gave you this, this brochure. So cover that up and safeguard yourself on all your Campaign 20 brochures. And if you need labels, I shared this with a team member earlier. If you have Amazon, you can get 3,000 labels for only $9.08 if you have Prime. There's also really good deals on eBay. So Avery 5160 address labels is what I use, and you can get them for like $10 on Amazon or eBay. Cover it up. That's right, Irma. Cover it up. All right. It's time to learn your Business Buzz tip of the trade. You're almost done. So network. You want to increase beyond your own circle to network. The goal is for you to be the Avon go-to representative. When people think Avon in your area, they need to be thinking you. So brand yourself in your area. And make sure that people know who you are so they know that you're the Avon lady in your area. Networking groups, local clubs, inquire about events. Get active in your kids' schools. I'm seeing with all the kids going back to school, make up teacher bags. Make sure you're getting it to the PTA for fundraisers. Make sure you're giving goodie bags to the cafeteria ladies, the bus driver, teachers, that type of thing. And promote your business in both ways. And consistently participate in any community events. They'll always come back to you next year for fall festivals when you've done it once. So get your name out there. So we've had meeting success. So in order to achieve your dreams and goals, I would love for you to tell me, because I can't see what you're writing down, if you can think of 3 things tonight that you have learned or that you are going to implement in your business over the next 2 campaigns with 20 and 21 to help you build your business. If you could type that down there, that lets me know that I'm doing a good job giving you information and that you're actually getting a good takeaway from these meetings. So a lot of you are doing the 60-40. Love it. Okay, I can't wait to see the numbers for that. The O, by the way, has really helped you. Good. Introduce your brochures better to people. And make sure you're setting those goals, develop those networks. Sit down with your upline, your sponsor. Talk about where you're struggling. Don't let us just think that you got it. It's hard for us to read your mind if you're struggling in your business in any way. And we do not mind you calling us and letting us know. We do not mind you asking lots of questions. We would rather you do that than to just be frustrated and quit. We want you to be successful, and we want you to be able to achieve the things that a lot of us have already earned in this business, okay? People don't wander around and then find themselves on the top of Mount Everest, guys. You hit what you aim at, and if you aren't aiming at anything, you'll hit it every time. And if you aim it at nothing, you'll hit it every time. So keep that in mind. Kimberly says, I just got an idea for goodie bags. The kid bus stop is across from my front door. Exactly. Go to the bus stops where the moms are. Go to play groups. If you have little ones, that was a big thing for me, was going to McDonald's and having play group and then getting to talk to other moms. And, you got to utilize opportunity. When you're driving around, if you see kids out there doing a car wash for their school, you keep a fundraising packet in your car at all times, and that is an opportunity for you to take 5 minutes and stop and say, I see you guys are raising money. I have something for you. And who's the person that's running your thing, the contact person? And go over and talk to them for a second and give them a packet. Get their phone number and say, you guys are busy doing the car wash, but I would love to talk to you about future opportunities and how we can help you raise money. Okay? Scented money, Pinterest, good. I'm so loving that you guys took a lot away from tonight's meeting. If there's any questions, now's the time to ask before we close up the meeting tonight and the call. Fundraiser packet, you can go right on to your avon.com and definitely pick up from there the earnings opportunities fundraiser tab, and all the documents are there. They sell a $7 packet, but I want you to know that all the documents that are there, so you guys can print whatever it is that you need and make up the letters and put it all together, show them the earnings, and have that available always in your car to give out with your business cards. Okay, checking for questions before we close out. Kayla, I'm so glad you joined us, and I hope that, like I said, it's really helped a lot of you. And these are some resources for those of you that may have not met me or, may need some extra help in your business. Here are some resources I hope you will hook up to that might help you in your business. So check these different things out, and I would love to play you guys out with some fun music. So let's see, what can I put on with you? All right, this is one of my favorites. Let me get that on for you. So if there isn't any, I'll watch for questions. There's no stopping any of you. You all go for it. Get out there. Make fourth quarter your best fourth quarter ever. I love you guys. Have a great night. And thank you for joining. And we will stay tuned for the 22-23 dates. Good night, everybody.
Because I'm having a good time, shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car.